Welcome back to the Den of Nerds. I am Josh, and we have some new incredible leaks and rumors about Avengers Doomsday. First off, we got to talk about this set leak. There's a set being built right now for Avengers Doomsday, and I actually just heard some really interesting details about what that is, so I want to get into it. And then there's this crazy rumor about Magneto and his role in Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. And I want to talk about that because obviously Magneto's in the film. In fact, I think Magneto will arrive at this place in the set photos here. And so I want to fill you in, give you context with everything I've heard behind the scenes. It has to do with the X-Men universe. And as a bonus, I've got a really wild rumor here that nobody's been talking about. It has to do with RDJ's Doctor Doom, and I'm going to share that with you at the end of this video, and there's a very good reason why. Okay, so first up, let's talk about this set. So this set is currently being built in London, and all of the footage from this set leak comes from Unbox PhD. They've been covering this on their Twitter account. They've been posting videos on their YouTube channel. I will link their video in the description. And as you can see here, it looks to be some kind of battlefield, a whole bunch of craters on some really nice looking property. And there seems to be two entrances being built on either side of this set. And for now, we don't really know what this set is, but it's obvious that there's some kind of battlefield or some kind of crazy thing happened here with all of these different craters. And it got people excited because it seems like the scale of the battles and the conflict in Doomsday is going to be like Avengers level, like super appropriate for the scale of those films. Huge, big, epic as shit. And that's really cool. However, I think this is actually the front lawn of the X-Mansion. And you can kind of see it if you look at the architecture and the front lawn landscaping of this facility or this set that they're building for Doomsday. It does match up with various versions of the X-Mansion from the Fox X-Men movie. On a small side note, they did use different castles and estates for different versions of the X-Men franchise films, but they all had a very similar vibe, and almost all of them had really elaborate front lawns and landscaping that you would expect for a very wealthy person like Charles Xavier. Okay, so let's put a pin in that because I really think this is the X-Mansion, and that's crazy. We'll talk about that in a second. So let's talk about this other rumor when it comes to Magneto. Now, this rumor is not coming from a very reliable source. It's a big social media account, but it doesn't have a track record of like breaking exclusives or scoops. And so far, none of the other insiders have come forward to corroborate this rumor. So I actually don't think this rumor is real. But they're obviously doing something with Magneto. And so let's talk about the rumor, and then I'll talk about what I think is actually going on. Right now, the rumor is that Magneto, Ian McKellen's Magneto, will actually be working for Doctor Doom in the next two Avengers films. And that would be really crazy. That would be intense as hell to have Magneto join Doom's Illuminati, or perhaps Magneto would be the actual ruler of like a planet X under the rule of God Emperor Doom. There was actually a universe they visited in the Jonathan Hickman universe where Magneto's statue replaced the Statue of Liberty, and it was a world where the X-Men had taken over and they were the true rulers of the planet. Kind of cool. Maybe that's gonna be something that happens in this X-Men universe in Doomsday. We'll see. But now, let me tell you a couple of things that I was actually told about Doomsday. First off, I don't know if Halle Berry's actually gonna be in this movie. She was recently saying she wasn't in the film. A lot of us were like, wait, no, she's gotta be in the film. But as far as right now, she's actually not in the movie. And I was told it's a relatively small group of Fox X-Men that will make up the X-Men in the film, and they will be combined with some Brotherhood members, meaning the Brotherhood of Mutants that Magneto is in control of. And the people I talked to did make it seem like the Brotherhood of Mutants characters and the X-Men characters would actually come together to fight against some common enemy, whether that would be Doctor Doom or the 616 universe. But of course, it is possible that it's just the Brotherhood of Mutants working for Doctor Doom coming after Charles Xavier. So let's go back to this set photo here. They are obviously building a big set where there was some crazy battle or action sequence, and I was told this is directly in front of the X-Mansion. And it's going to involve a lot of the X-Men characters that were named in that share video. They are currently right now about to film the scenes that will take place on this set that we are looking at right now. So if it's the X-Mansion, that is also where Monica Rambeau is being held. That is also where the bangle is at. It is also potentially the place that is creating the incursion, because there are big-time rumors that Monica Rambeau being in this universe is going to cause an incursion between this X-Men universe and the 616. And it looks like the X-Mansion got bombed or destroyed by magic or something, or like Thanos threw a freaking moon at it. I mean, this looks like devastating damage. It's probably the case that some entity or force took aim at Charles Xavier and the X-Mansion and decimated it. However, the X-Men themselves probably retreated to the underground portions of the X-Mansion, and they're probably safe, but they probably did kill a lot of people, and I would bet a lot of the kids and you know, people that were just at the school have been evacuated or are removed. So the question is, who did this? Was it Magneto? I mean, it could be Magneto, and if Magneto found out that there was a being causing an incursion that Charles was harboring, yeah, he would probably come pretty hard at him. But it's possible this was Doctor Doom. It's possible Doctor Doom wants the bangle. Maybe he is here, or his minions are here, and they're assaulting this X-Men facility and decimating it. And maybe Magneto is secretly working for Doctor Doom. Like, maybe some attack happens on the X-Mansion, then Magneto shows up and he's like, Charles, I'm so sorry. I'm here to be your friend, and together we'll stand against this Doctor Doom dude. But then Magneto double crosses him and takes Monica to Doctor Doom or something like that. I'm not really sure. Now, I am starting to believe that some of the characters that help Doctor Doom in Doomsday will be given power in Secret Wars. In the Jonathan Hickman Secret Wars on Battleworld, there were several high-profile villains that controlled different portions of Battleworld. Mr. Sinister had one. Apocalypse had one. Maestro Hulk had some land. The Braddocks had a place for all the Captain Britons. So maybe Magneto is currying favor with Doom to try to secure a place for mutant kind in the new universe. That would actually be pretty sick. But now I gotta talk about this absolutely insane new leak. Nobody's talking about this. I heard this from a very reliable source, and it could have something to do with this whole X-Men situation. According to my source, it is true that Elizabeth Olsen, Wanda, will be the lover of RDJ Doctor Doom, or have some kind of a romantic relationship with RDJ Doctor Doom in Doomsday. However, when Doctor Doom recreates reality, it will be Sue Storm that sits by his side as his wife, with Franklin Richards as his son. So that's crazy. I mean, Doctor Doom, first of all, gonna have a whole bunch of riz. I mean, he's bagging the ladies in these two Avengers movies, and I think that's dope as hell. But it's also kind of weird. Like, why would this happen? Did he just want Wanda's powers in Doomsday? Was it something to do with the X-Men, or did the X-Men cross him in Doomsday and that scorned Wanda for him or something? I'm not really sure. And because Wanda is the daughter of Magneto, I really wonder if that will come into play at all. Is there going to be something going on where maybe Doctor Doom ultimately agrees with Kang and decides that the mutants are too dangerous? That would be wild. And then Franklin Richards is a mutant, right? So it's like weird. Like, how is all of this going to fit together? I'm not really sure, but I wanted to bring it up to you guys because these are really crazy rumors. Really crazy stuff is being cooked right now. Avengers and X-Men and Magneto and Doctor Doom. Dooms with Wanda, then Dooms with Sue. What the hell's going on? This is pretty crazy, but I wanted to let you know so that we could speculate about it, have fun. And as more details come out, I'll fill it in and try to explain what I think is happening. Let me know what you think. And as I always say, I hope you are having an awesome and a nerdy day. And I'll see you in the next video.